healthcare scare at Olean General Hospital. And new at noon, the hospital is responding to News 4's. Brittany Smallwood is digging up new information about 13 cases of hepatitis. Brittany, what have you learned?
Diana, Olean hospital officials say the 13 patients that have hepatitis that were treated at their hospital were not. However, they say Olean officials say the 13 patients that have hepatitis were treated at their hospital. However, their spokesman says you can't prove the patients got the virus at their facility. Now that we know 13 people tested positive for hepatitis B or C, the question is, where did they get it from? Even though all of them were patients at Olean General Hospital at one time, the hospital spokesman, Dennis McCarthy, claims the cases are not connected to the insulin pen health scare. Instead, he says hepatitis is a virus that exists in the community.
2% of the total population will test positive for hepatitis. And that means if you test 500 people, 20 of them are going to probably test positive.
McCarthy says there's no documentation that shows a single patient received an insulin injection from another patient's insulin pen. But last month, the hospital released a warning to more than 1,900 current and former patients, stating that the insulin they received might have come from pens used on multiple patients, which is against federal health guidelines.
We went forward to notify people because it was the right thing to do.
Several of the Olean Hospital patients that tested positive for hepatitis have contacted the Brown Chiari law firm.
And then those that have tested positive for hepatitis C, it's just increased because hepatitis C is so dangerous. I mean, you're in danger of getting liver cirrhosis. You're in danger of dying or having to undergo a liver transplant.
Elmore says he's monitoring his client's medical records because he plans to file a lawsuit against the hospital. He says some of his clients didn't have hepatitis before they went to Olean General. Here's what McCarthy had to say in response.
If someone says that they didn't have it at a certain point or didn't think they had it, again, the disease can lie dormant, and unless they were tested for it at any time in their lives, they may not know it.
We're continuing to dig into this story, and News 4's Al Vauders will have the full report tonight on News 4. Reporting live in the newsroom, Brittany Smallwood, News 4 at noon.